guys, this is the WO, and we're going to be doing Star Wars theory. And this theory is going to be, what if on Geonosis, when Count Dooku asked Obi-Wan to join him, Obi-Wan joined. Dooku would tell him, well, my new apprentice, I know who the Sith Lord really is, and he is Chancellor Palpatine. Obi-Wan will be stunned for a second and then think to himself, how could Palpatine be hidden from the Jedi so well? And Dooku, almost like reading his mind, would say he had learned to be a shadow. And that being said, Obi-Wan would join Dooku. I believe everything will be the same, but I don't believe that Obi-Wan would really get as hurt as he was like before. He would battle. Everything would have been the same, except Count Dooku would make sure none of the beasts hurt Obi-Wan. And at this time, this will the battle, the chasing, it will all be the same, except Dooku is really attacking Anakin, and everything will be the same. Also, cutting the arm, that will be the same, but all the other stuff, it will be different. Obi-Wan will go to the Jedi Temple and immediately would learn that his master had placed a tracking beacon on him, and then he would call in the Force, use the Force to talk to Dooku. Master, what shall I do? Dooku says, you must learn the ways of the dark side and grow more powerful, but be hidden, and do not show your abilities to any of your fellow Jedi. Obi-Wan would do as he's commanded, and he will go about using his dark side abilities just like Obi-Wan. Just like Anakin. But the only thing that will be different is Anakin would, being a good friend, would soon understand that his master is using his dark side. And he would go on secret missions with his master and secretly learn that his master is using the dark side. He tells his master, where did you learn these powers? He said, and then Obi-Wan would just knock the questions back down. And then we'll go to Grievous capturing. He would be capturing Palpatine just like the same in the original continuity. But the only thing that will be different is that he's trying to act like he's trying to kill Obi-Wan. But everything will be the same. He will knock out Obi-Wan, and Dooku would not be killed. The reason why I say this is because he pretended to knock out Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan would then force push Anakin into a wall, knocking him unconscious, and then knocking out the Chancellor, and then clearing the Chancellor's mind with the power of the dark side. and then he would help Anakin up and Palpatine. And then Anakin would say, what just happened? And then Obi-Wan would lie and say it was Dooku. They will fly back to the academy, the Jedi Temple, and the only thing that will be different is that both of them are using the dark side, and Dooku is still alive. So he's still pulling the strings. That means Grievous probably will still be alive. Not for long, but he still probably will be alive. And Anakin will still turn to the dark side. Except the only thing that will change is that Obi-Wan has now fallen to the dark side too. I don't believe they will work together. I don't believe that. I believe Dooku would try to use this advantage because Palpatine's original plan was to kill Dooku, so Dooku couldn't stop. And I believe if Dooku was still alive, the droids would have also killed the clone troopers and interfered with the death of the Jedi. But Order 66 will be the same, except the Separatist droids are still working. All of that is still happening. And I believe Grievous would still be alive, but not for long. Not for long. And why I say this is because if Obi-Wan wouldn't go to Utapau or any of this, and why I say this is because the council is starting to see his dark side, and they would not want him to go against Grievous. So that means Grievous will still survive and go to Mustafar, and Anakin will go to Mustafar. But since Obi-Wan is in the dark side, and Dooku would know all of this because I know he knew in canon he knew of Palpatine's plans. So he would send Obi-Wan to Mustafar, and Grievous will team up with Obi-Wan to go against Anakin. Anakin would kill Grievous, but Obi-Wan and Anakin will still commit. That battle will still commence, but this time Obi-Wan doesn't feel that much light for Anakin anymore. So I believe he would have killed Anakin, and Padme would still came and all of that. But Padme, I believe, would still have Luke and Leia, but will be trained and taken under care by Obi-Wan, and Padme would still die. And that's where I choose to end my theory right here, guys. So, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen next? If you want a part 2, hit that thumbs up button, and I would like to see if we can get 100 thumbs up. And yeah, guys, let's do this.